Hey, welcome back to Chasing Impact, Not Sales. I'm your host, Mandy Minatello, and I wanted to address the elephant in every room lately. Everywhere you look, in just about every industry there's this discussion of AI, right? And some people are pro AI, some people are fearful of AI, some people want to believe that AI is going to go away. And I am here to tell you that it's not. It's really likely to only grow in its impact and its influence across all industries, at least most, right? And this has been a very interesting conversation, even with my own children, as they're navigating their future careers and how AI is going to have an impact on not only their career someday, but even before that, like what major they're going to focus on in college and at the university and stuff. But really, this podcast is about sales. And I want to talk about, where does AI end in the sales process? Right. And I know that I have some colleagues and some friends that are very fearful of AI's influence. And I know that I have some colleagues and some friends that are very, very embracing, almost overly leaning on AI and its influence. And I wanted to hop on and share a real time, real life client story of how AI can help and where AI needs to be supplemented, if you will. And so I'm just going to share a story. A client that I am working with, and last week, if you are in the United States at least, we had Thanksgiving followed by Black Friday. And Black Friday is a super trendy time to take advantage of the opportunity to sell, the opportunity to discount your services, and to bring in new clients, right? So I'm working with a client on her Black Friday sales. And prior to Black Friday, she had put into place a whole lot of processes and systems that are fully supported by AI. So let's talk about what that looks like pre-sale. Okay. So she has fully embraced AI and is using it absolutely beautifully. She has taught her AI her brand voice. She has taught her AI her ICP. She has taught her AI how to look, sound, and feel authentic, and not only authentic in general, but authentic to her. So therefore, her AI has been fully trained to spit out verbiage that will be attractive to her ideal client. Utilizing that, she had the ability to use her AI to develop copy for her marketing on social media and for her marketing in email copies, right? So, what did that produce? Well, amazing results. Her social media presence over LinkedIn and Facebook, with a couple of posts that were teasing just a couple of days prior to Black Friday, teasing about her offer coming up, ended up creating tens of thousands of impressions on each one across those two social media platforms. So her product was being shown to tens of thousands of people. That's pretty stinking amazing. So leading into Black Friday, it was like, oh my goodness, we've got all this attention on this upcoming offer that we haven't even released yet because it was being shown across the board. Now, this is without paying for advertising. This is fully organic. I'm just telling you like how AI can help and then where it needs to end. So AI writing the copy in her voice, stinking amazing results. So we had impressions upon impressions of people who are seeing her material. Second place where AI came in to help, again, utilizing a fully trained AI engine, AI helped to write the email copy for email sequences leading up to and nurturing through the Black Friday offer. So this email, the open rates were awesome, right? We had a ton of interest. We had so many people who had their eyes on the offer. Okay. And her email list was created over years, right? So just so everyone's out there, you're aware, she'd been emailing this email list. I mean, she's been nurturing, this email list for years. So we've got a, somewhat warm audience, right? Okay. Then third way that AI was put into place pre Black Friday was through tech automations for reminders and redirects that, it's coming. And then as people were to get to the landing page for her offer, it would redirect back if they, didn't buy it and if they abandoned cart and all that kind of stuff, right? So we've got all of the automations into place and we're leading in. And so for all of these people that had seen the or that had been shown the offer and expressed interest either by responding to the social media post with, a one-word response or reacting, liking something or whatever, or commenting back on an email. These people showed interest. So we had a mid-campaign check-in. All these people got to see the offer 24 hours prior to Black Friday. So all these people who had shown interest based on all of these different avenues that we had, let's check in and see because they had early access. So they were then sent the link. All of this automated, right? They were sent early access. So we get to check-in time. How's it going? Nothing. Crickets. Not one sale. We knew how many clicks were on the landing page, which was pretty good. Nothing. Okay. Data always tells the story. So I go digging into her data. What do we see? And we go back to the people who had shown interest. And we go back to the messaging in the DMs. And we go in as a human being, right? She delved into the DMs and looked at and started messaging with people who were in her DMs. And guess what? She sees people in there who are saying, I just have a question or two. I would like to know X, blah, 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 blah. Everyone feels that they're a little bit unique in their situation, in their scenario. Everyone wants that little bit of contact to say, yes, this could work for you. Yes, I've got you. Yes, I can solve your problem. Yes, I've seen your situation before. Yes, this is how I've worked with people who've done this before. Yes, let me connect you with someone that you remind me of. People want that validation. And what we were seeing was that in the DMs, the people who were actually reaching out just wanted that final back rub, if you will, that AI just cannot do. So, through the messaging back and forth with a real life person, less than an hour a day of time sitting, responding to people, the sales started coming in and it wasn't difficult. So then we had another check in. By now, Black Friday has passed and we were checking in thinking, wait a second. If we've had these handful of people who need just a little bit of validation, how many people are out there with a question that are not actually sitting behind the keyboard and they need to be met where they are? And this is where AI ends. So, called an audible, gave 5 hours warning, and said, okay, meet me live. I'm going to be live on LinkedIn. I'm going to answer any and all questions that come in. Be there to listen or ask your questions. But I'm here for you because I know that there's a lot of you that are sitting on a fence, and sitting on the fence is a very uncomfortable place to be, and I'm here for you. So with 5 hours warning, she hopped in and she posted on LinkedIn. She posted on Facebook. She responded to all of the DMs that had come in, and she texted out to her community and emailed out to her community, just said, called an audible blast, meet me live tonight. Here's the link. 5 hours warning on a Monday following a holiday weekend. And she had over 30 people live just meet her. And some asked questions. Some just sat and listened. Some were in the DMs or the comment section, just wanting that human connection, to know that if I put my future in this person's hands via her service, will she take care of me? In this day and age, with the trust recession being bigger than we've ever had, that human connection, that little bit of give a rip speaks volumes more. And in the next 24 hours following that, she spent 1 hour online answering questions, telling people, I'm a real human being. I've been there. I've helped people like you. Spent 1 hour of her time with 30-something people, answering their questions. No ulterior motive there. She didn't come with a workshop lesson. No, she was just there for them to answer their questions, whatever questions they brought. Within 24 hours of that, she had sold $40,000 almost in her services and counting, because she's still closing up with people, because like I said, this is a real-time report for you. What's the takeaway? The takeaway is that there is definitely a place for AI. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, AI is not going away. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that AI probably will take people's jobs. But for my friends who are in sales, there is a place where AI ends and human connection has to take over. You will make sales through your automated systems. You will make sales through the text messages that go out that you can automate, through the chat GPT prompts that you can get, especially if you have fully trained your chat GPT, your AI, to know your brand voice. However, there will always be more people who need that human connection than there will that don't. You will always be leaving money on the table if you fully automate and rely on AI from lead generation all the way through closing. And there is a place where you need to create that relationship because no like and trust factor can only go so far when it's an AI bot creating that relationship. So accept it. Accept that AI is here to stay, but also accept that human connection is the final closure in most, especially high ticket sales. You're going to need that. And find in your client journey, in your customer journey, find where that intersection is. Going back to my client that we were talking to, guess what? From calling that audible and seeing that with 5 hours runway, the results she was able to get, we're already putting more on her calendar. Where, yes, we're going to lean in to AI all the way from the beginning. We're putting those processes and systems in place, but we know that we're leading with the human connection and then we are aligning it with the AI. Because human connection and relationship building is unmatched in sales. You cannot match that with AI. So supplement it. Align your AI. Boost your sales using both leaning in on that human connection that is supported by all the tech that's available. Then you're going to be able to boost your sales much more than you could using one or the other when you embrace both. But understand where that intersection is and lean in there. You know your people better than anybody else. That's what makes them buy. You know what they need as much as they do. So let them know that you're a human and you're there and that you're going to help them to reach their goals, to reach their dreams through your product, service, whatever, right? And if you're having a hard time understanding where that intersection is, or you're one of those people, it's like, I really want to embrace AI, but I don't quite understand how it works for me, how it can work with my system. Or you're one of those people who's like, I've relied 100% on AI because I am terrified of sales. Or my favorite sentence to hear, actually, which is a complete lie, when people say I'm not good at sales, then you're not doing it right. If any of these sound like you, let's talk. Reach out to me. I would love to look at your business model and help you to determine where AI is your best friend and where the intersection comes and relationship steps in, and then how to make those potentials into forever clients through creating relationship, busting through the trust recession, and really providing service for your target audience with your product or service. I hope this helps. And I hope that you feel a swift kick in your butt because let's go.